currently, if we enter something here in username password and click login, what will happen? Nothing will happen because actually this is sent by using default method, and default method is get to the default action, and we don't have a default action, so default action is the page itself. And yeah, we don't want that. We want to enable the following behavior. When we click login, we should be able to send whatever is here to the server and receive the token and remember that token. So for this, we need two concepts. We need AJAX, that is implemented by jQuery. Actually, AJAX is implemented also by native JavaScript and also by libraries that, well, Access is one library. But we will talk about jQuery implementation here. We'll be using jQuery implementation here, but the concept is like the same as for all the others, but they use it a bit differently. And also, we will talk about local storage. So, local storage is the easiest way to persist information after the browser is closed. Actually, the traditional way to do this is via cookies. And you can surely implement cookies, but they do have their own behavior that I don't prefer, but you can use cookies. And I will show you the additional way, the very easy way to work with local storage. Okay, so we will start with just a moment. Here we go with script. Okay, so the first thing that we need to have is the query library, and let's use actually the jQuery CDN, and we can fetch this like jQuery CDN. Okay, jQuery CDN, and you see this one minified. This is what we like to have usually, and I will just copy link, and here I will add this before the end of the body. Okay, and actually SRC is this minified version of jQuery. And let's check if this works. I'll just add script and add the shortcut for document ready. So here we use function. And for function, just console. Not confirm console.log. Okay, jQuery is ready. Yeah. So let's see if this works. Okay. Yeah, jQuery is ready. Great. So it works. Cool. So instead this jQuery is ready. I will now first show you how does jQuery implement AJAX call. So for the AJAX call, you just to see, yeah, it's recording. For the AJAX call, you use this notation dot AJAX. Okay, and this means that you are starting background AJAX call to get something from some internet resource or from some URL. And here we're using URL. So where do we get this from? Also, we need method. So which method we are using to get this, and this would be get or post. And also we need, if it's well, here we will be using post method. Why? Let's remember why. So I think this is our project assignment. So login, here it is. So if I click here, nothing will be working because this is a GET request, but we need POST request, and we showed that using that command load, using the postman, and here it is. So login, let's see. Okay, let's send this, and we will receive a success. So we need to use this URL, and this is equal to this, and send this data using post request. So this URL, post request, this data. I will also copy this data now. So how do I work with this? So this is method, and it's post, obviously, and I use here data, and data would be that data just copied. And actually, since I copied data, I will use it here. Const data equals this copied thing. I will actually format it automatically. Okay, here it is. And then data is this data. Okay, and let's see if this will work. So as soon as the page loads, I should get this. Okay, I'll return this jQuery is ready, and after that, AJAX will be sent to the server, and we will see how that goes. So let's load this login page. Sorry, not that login page, it's our login page. Here it goes. So it says 405 method not allowed. Let's see, network. Here it is. Here's our request. And it says payload is okay, but payload is obviously form data. So here in Postman, we said the payload is raw JSON data, and here we have form data, and this is not good. So we have to say that the source is this, but we have to say, okay, send actually the payload data that is of type JSON. And how do I do that? First, I will need to add here content type. That is actually application/JSON. Okay, this is the first thing. Let's see if it works. It still has some problems. Let's see. The code is still the same, which means I have to do something with, obviously I have to do something with this, and I have to convert this to string, because this AJAX does not convert this automatically to JSON. So I need to convert this to JSON, and I would do that by using JSON.stringify. And JSON.stringify will convert this into string and assign this to data. Let's see if it works now. It still doesn't work. Now the request payload is actually raw, and this is it. And we are sending username this, and password is this, but it somehow doesn't work, and I did not expect that. So how would I check what is going on? Let's see. Method not allowed. And actually I'm sending post method. Am I? And one more thing, I have to provide the proper URL, and I did not provide the proper URL. And here is my URL. Okay, let's note, like copy, and here it is. So let's see now, how does it work? Yeah, and here it is. So my login request went successfully. And what do I have? So there are two actually requests. There is one XHR, which means we have a XML HTTP request, and this has the following responses here, status code, and all the things, and here is our token. And there's the other one, and this is pre-flight request, and we actually don't care about this. Actually, we need this token. And how is this token received? So how to get this token? Yeah, this, if I say const response is AJAX and try to log this response. If I act like the AJAX will return this response, let's see. Console log. Yeah, what do I have? I have ready state one, get response header, get response header. So yeah, this is actually not response. I have the response JSON here. Okay, great. And if I try to log the response JSON, let's try to do it, I will get undefined. And why is that so? Because this is ran, and if I log here this immediately after, I will not get a proper response, because response was, when we reached this line, response was not created yet. This was still working. And this is our problem. This is a problem with JavaScript. This is not blocking. This is not waiting. This command is not waiting for the request to finish. So in these cases, what do? We use so-called callbacks. So callbacks, they say the following. This is a black hole, and we don't know what this works behind the scene. But when this black hole wants to catapult some data from itself, we can use the callback for that. And there are two kinds of callbacks for this. This is .done, and this uses function for something that was successfully done. And also we use callback .fail, which will use its own function that will be used in case of failure. And usually they are not written like this. Usually we write them to the separate lines. This is completely syntactically correct, but it's kind of ugly. Well, there are better ways to do it, but this is traditional jQuery AJAX way of implementing callbacks. So let's see if these work. So console.log, I would say .log success, and console, I will add here console log failure. Yeah. Okay. So you will see now that this goes immediately after AJAX call. Yeah. Let's see how does this work. As you can see, this started immediately after AJAX call, and this actually was written immediately after AJAX call, and after some time, success is output. So first this one, and then after this finished, this is logged. And the same thing we would have with the failure. So if I would send like, I don't know, wrong password, I would actually be, it would actually log here. But let's actually let's send it to the wrong handler, like login 123. So let's see. Yeah. So failure is output here, right? And actually, first immediately after AJAX call, this is output, and then the failure when the failure actually happened, when actually the server returned the failure status. So these are places when we will process the data that has been returned to us.